Alrighty guys, so my Vanon 12 volt 9 amp Milwaukee replacement XC90 battery. Let's talk about it. So I contacted them about 2.5 weeks ago and voiced my concerns over the fact that this was no longer charging. You put it on the charger to go up to 3 bars and stay when it got on the charger, and my concerns weren't met with any real care. They said they'll talk to their technical team and all that kind of stuff and get back to me. It was Lunar New Year, so I let that slide. But as of now, I'm telling you guys because I'm sick of waiting and I don't want anyone else to have these issues. Let's check out what's going on with it. I believe it's a cell imbalance. So we've got our multimeter here. And what we can do is we work our way up the cells. 3.6 in that one. So we go from that one to that one. 3.6 to 3.61 in that one. We go that one to that one. 3.6, so those ones are balanced. That one to that one. 3.6. That one to that one. 3.5, so it's a bit out of balance. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the LiPo charger on this, start feeding it power, and see if it actually brings our SAD batteries back up, or if it just lets them hang behind, like as if it's got no balancing facility. So when you compare this to a normal 18 volt Milwaukee battery, it's not real nice inside. Doesn't seem to have enough cells. I'll peel that off and count them after we start the charge. Pick a channel, battery type, lithium ion, 5 in series. Let's see if we can give it 6 amps. We'll start pushing some amps in. A bit too much lighter on that. There we go. 6 amps. So the Milwaukee 6 amp battery has 15 cells. I'll peel this off and I'll come back. So for build comparison, there's our Milwaukee battery. This one's got 15 cells. The Vanon also has 15 cells. Configured a little bit differently in the shape. You see there's a pretty good voids around the Vanon cells. That'll probably keep the cells cool. But when we did our testing, we managed to only achieve 6 amp hour, which would suggest to me that the cells are 2 amp hours each, as opposed to 3 amp hours each, like these Milwaukee Samsung 30Qs. Now, obviously that's not super acceptable. When you write 9.0 on something and tell me it's got 162 watt hours of energy in it, it should have, or something close. Like, if we got 150, we wouldn't be upset. But 6 amps is only 100, 108, something like that, off the top of the brain. So this is certainly well shy of that kind of current. So we're measuring 19.2 volts on the outlet of that. So pushing 115 watts in there. So we'll run the balance over it again and see what the balance looks like. I'm back using a microphone again, guys, so tell me if it sounds better, or if there's clipping or anything. The probes in my fingers like chopsticks. 3.749, 3.75, 3.7, oh, touch on plastic, 3.74, 3.75, 3.76. Okay, so we're catching up. Front cell's coming back to where it needs to be. Let's give it a bit of a boost for a sec. Let's see if we can't put eight amps into it for a few minutes, just to get this all over and done with pretty quick. You see the milliamp hours racing along there. We're at half an amp hour in there. See, I wouldn't mind, but these were still $55 US plus freight or something, so they weren't exactly the cheapest thing in the world. The Vanon the Vanon 12-volt Milwaukee battery, the little ones. That performance perfect, but it's just under capacity as well. It's about 1.7, 1.8 amps, where it's rated as a 3 or 3.5 or something ridiculous. They just all inflate their numbers for no reasons, and yeah, alright, we'll let this charge up a bit and we'll come back. Just worked out why she's out of balance, guys. Defective spot weld. So that cell, and that cell are meant to be buddies. Let me just get a probe in our positive. We got 3.7, 3.8. So we're going to have to stop our charge. I don't have a spot welder, but I do have a soldering iron, so we may have to solder that battery back on and see if we can get this piece of shit working again. Okay, so we've got it on the charger. It's on the 6 bay. I'm running it off the inverter there, which is off a battery. Mainly just because I've got a watt hour meter on the inverter and we're pulling 102-ish watts to charge at the moment, which is good because it means that I know that it's still charging. What's been happening is this will still say it's charging, and this will say it's charging, and it'll just do that forever. Whereas it's not actually doing anything, it just says that it is. But now I can actually tell that it is doing something. We got 100 watts going in at the moment. So it'll be interesting to see if our capacity test's now different. I wonder if that spot weld was broken in shipping, and this may actually be a better battery than they said. Well, than the last test said. So we will give it the minor benefit of the doubt and try again. That'll be in a future video. I'll wait until this is charged up and we'll end this one off, and yeah, before we say anything about whether we recommend these or not, because I don't really want to recommend anything I'm not 100% confident in, and I'm certainly not confident in them. The Milwaukee 9 amps were enough of a nightmare. Like there's one there. There's a bunch of them, dead ones, just chilling here everywhere. Heaps of cells I've got to cut up. I've just been too busy, and yeah, like, because if they were good for like 75 Australian dollars, I'd probably buy a handful of them, because we do a lot of site work, so having transportable energy is mint, and I want to use them for different bits and pieces. Otherwise, from now on, I'm just buying the Milwaukee 8 amp hours. They do everything that the big tools need doing, and they supercharge on the supercharger. So yeah, we're still at 3 bars. Come back shortly and we'll finish the video off. Okay, that appears to be good news. We've got a green light, which means we're charged. I did see, yeah, all 4 light up. Quick check with the multimeter, and we'll be done. Okay, multimeter says I need a stand and to clean my multimeter screen. Multimeter says I need a tripod's what I need. Oh, we got 4.1. 4.1. That one's that one. 4.1. 4.1 again. 4.1. We've got them all even. There you go. I'm really not a fan of the rubbish way that they've designed this so that they rely on that big piece of foam padding. In the case it's still not firming. It's not really good enough. I'll put it back together. We're going to have to be gentle with it so it doesn't die. The very next thing we're going to do is a capacity test on said battery. So, straight on the capacity tester, I guess. Let's not even put it back in its cell frame. Okay, so I'm going to discharge lithium ion. Oh, that's right, this thing's stupid and only discharges to 3.4. Let's get some get a better charger up here. It's not gonna put all these extra shelves in it, still like space poor as. So anyway, I'm gonna discharge test this. We'll have a video on our capacity test coming as soon as it's discharged, basically, and then we can make some assessments on if you're going to buy these, how cheap they need to be to make it worthwhile. So, discharge time. I'll come back and yeah, let you know. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next vid. Be careful what you're buying out there, guys.